Now to the race for a COVID-19 vaccine and Russia's efforts to try to produce one before the rest of the world. They say their vaccine is now ready for a final phase 3 trial, but will it actually be safe and effective? ABC's Patrick Reevell has this report.
In this Moscow lab, scientists are working on Russia's contribution to the global race for a coronavirus vaccine. It's a scientific competition that's drawn comparisons to the space race during the Cold War. International focus in recent days has been on 2 vaccine projects far from Russia, one led by Oxford University and another by the company Pfizer. This week, both said early phase trials have shown their vaccines produce an immune response and may be safe.
A glimmer of hope tonight, the promising results so far involving a vaccine from Oxford University.
But just days before, Russia said its vaccine had also passed its own first trials. It said the vaccine, developed by the Gamaleya Research Institute in Moscow, is ready to begin the final stage of trials. And by the end of August, may be ready for mass production.
That mass scale will start rolling it out, possibly already as early as September. And then definitely massive vaccination will be happening maybe closer to November, December.
The Kremlin has made creating a vaccine a national priority, mobilizing major resources, directing its military to help lead the research. But there's concerns that in the race to be first, it's also taking bigger risks.
When you choose to test in only a few thousand people, you're not really mitigating much risk.
Just last week, the US, UK and Canada accused Russian hackers of trying to steal information from vaccine efforts in their countries.
At the time that the world is coming together to try and tackle COVID-19, particularly come up with a global solution for a vaccine, I think it's outrageous and reprehensible that the Russian government is engaged in this activity.
Kirill Dmitriev is tasked by the Kremlin with overseeing the vaccine project. He says the hacking allegations don't make sense, noting Russia already has a contract with Oxford to manufacture the vaccine if it's successful. He insists he's confident Russia's vaccine is safe.
And I'm absolutely confident in the safety of the vaccine. You know, I've been able to receive vaccination myself as some of the members of my family, and I would not have done it if I didn't do the science, if I didn't do the check.
The Russian vaccine is based on the same principle as Oxford's. It takes a different type of virus called an adenovirus and modifies it so that it has coronavirus's distinctive spikes. In theory, a person injected with the vaccine will produce an immune response that will also work against the real coronavirus. The Russian scientists say they're using the same adenovirus base they used for a 2016 Ebola vaccine. They say that is what has allowed them to move so fast.
The institute was ready. They had a platform. They understood how to do it quickly.
But while the technology behind the Russian vaccine is recognized, the concern is they aren't doing enough to prove that it's safe and effective. All of the dozens of potential coronavirus vaccines in development around the world are being worked on at unprecedented speed. Testing that would normally take years is being condensed to a few months. Russia began its first trials in June on about 24 people. They were similar to those at Oxford and in the US, though smaller. At an event at the end of the trial, volunteers told ABC they'd felt nothing more than slight flu symptoms.
At the moment of the introduction of the vaccine, I didn't feel anything. It's just an ordinary injection. In fact, my temperature started to go up. I felt shaky, had a small headache, but after 2 days, everything passed.
But the Russian vaccine's phase 3 trial will include only 2,000 volunteers. That's far less than the other leading vaccines. Oxford's trial will have 50,000. Pfizer plans 30,000.
It's rare to be able to really do a good phase 3 trial in only a few thousand people. In the United States, we would demand a much bigger trial to be confident that the vaccine was safe in the sense that it didn't have an uncommon side effect and at least effective to some extent in the short term.
Russia has so far released no data from the trials. Dmitriev says he hopes the vaccine will be ready for tens of millions of Russians by December. He says the more vaccines the world develop, the better. But some experts say given the small trial size and the potential risks, even if they were to develop a vaccine, the US or other Western nations likely won't accept it. Patrick Reevell for ABC News Live.
All right, thanks to Patrick there.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.